enterprising and successful business community with the tools of yoga, they could be moving from their personal ambitions to a larger vision of making India a great economic power. It's my privilege that I'm addressing the people of Gujarat through you, and I wish the very best for your state and hope with least amount of damage you come out of this virus situation.
This International Yoga Day is a momentous event on the planet. It is for the first time in modern history that leaders of nations are talking about the inner well-being of the human being. This completely wrong notion that you fix things around you and life will become all right has been dispelled. The way the world took to it, 177 countries endorsing the resolution in United Nations, is again historic in the history of United Nations. It was almost like they were waiting, the world was just waiting for somebody to initiate this, the enthusiasm with which the world has received this. Because in pursuit of human well-being, for a long time we've looked up. In this looking up, we have divided the humanity in ways it almost looks like we can't fix it in your future. And wars have happened, killings have happened, we have done unspeakable things to each other. Then in the last 150 years, with the aid of science and technology, we have started looking out for our well-being. In these 100 years, we have ripped off at least 50% of the planet. If you pursue at the same pace, over 7 billion people, using all the technologies that we have, many ecologists, ecological scientists predict that we don't have more than 35 to 40 years left before a huge calamity strikes us down. So at a moment like this, in pursuit of human well-being, if we have to be successful, that you have to turn inward, this message going across in the form of International Yoga Day is truly historic and a dimensional shift in the way the world is approaching its well-being. The importance of this day is in pursuit of individual well-being. You don't have to seek heavenly help, nor do you have to look up to an institution. The idea is to give the tools of transformation to every individual. Every individual should be able to hold the tools of transformation and well-being in their own hands. This is the significance, this is a true empowerment to humanity. In this culture, there have been many attempts where ancient sages have tried to bring spiritual process to the political process so that people can benefit. Because the moment a human being arises or rises to a position of power or responsibility, the privilege of power or responsibility is, the privilege of leadership is, every thought that you generate, every emotion that you generate, every action that you perform impacts millions of people. Once you have such a privilege, once you realize that the work that you're doing is important, who you are needs to be worked at constantly. Actually, when I was at the World Economic Forum, the leaders who were there, after listening to various things, they said, "Sadhguru, if there's one thing we can do for you, which will change the world, what is it?" I told them, I will name 24 people. You give these 24 people to me for 5 days. You will see in the next 3 to 5 years, significant changes will happen on the planet. They asked, who are these people? I named the 24 heads of the major nations on the planet. You just give them to me for 5 days, you will see the world will change. Because we are at a unique juncture in the history of humanity. For the first time, for the very first time, in the history of humanity, we have the necessary resources, capability, technologies to address every human problem that we have on this planet. It doesn't matter its nourishment, its health, its education, everything. We have the resource, capability and technologies. The only thing that is missing is inclusive consciousness. If you ask me, what is the source of all the crime in the world, corruption in the world, every kind of violence in the world? Essentially it is because this is me and that's you. I'm bothered about this, not about that. So instead of teaching philosophies of love and inclusion, if you make them experience themselves beyond the boundaries of their physical existence, then being involved and concerned with every life around them becomes a natural process. This can bring about a dimensional change in the world, in the very way we approach our well-being. This is not just about physical health, this is not about fitness alone, this is not just about mental health, this is not about stress relief. We can change the way we live in this world, because the word yoga means union. Union can mean many things. The simplest way to look at it is to be able to experience life beyond the boundaries of your own physical nature. That what is you is not just this, you're able to see the other as you. I must tell you at this juncture how we have used this to launch massive movements in southern India. They started in the year 1997-98, when certain UN agencies came and made predictions that by 2025, Tamil Nadu will be 60% desert. I don't like any kind of predictions because predictions are taking only cold statistics into account. They are not looking at what is beating in people's hearts. So I wanted to see for myself and I went around to see. I drove across Tamil Nadu to check and I saw that it can happen before 2025. So we were looking at what to do. Then I decided a simple thing is to increase the green cover so that the soil conditions can be preserved, the weather can be changed. So, we wanted to involve mass movement because poor farmers, what do they know about ecology? So we just did a simple process, a spiritual process to bring about an experience. I told them, see, as you sit here, made them sit under a tree and say, as you sit here, what you exhale, the tree is inhaling. What the tree exhales, you are inhaling. 1/2 of your breathing apparatus is up there. I made them experience this, that people actually felt that their breathing is in constant relationship with the trees. Today, they have planted nearly 25 million trees. The green cover in Tamil Nadu has gone up by 7.2%. This is yoga, because they experienced a certain union with life around them. Protecting it, taking care of it, nourishing it became a natural process for ordinary people. So yoga is not just about simple solutions for within you, it is a solution for everything. So in more ways than one, this is a momentous day. Many of you who represent various institutions, now really the big job begins to be able to deliver yoga in ways that it will be appreciated and included into every aspect of life, to bring it into the lives of our children, to bring it into the lives of our youth, to present it the way it makes sense to them. This is one significant thing. In search of human well-being, whatever solutions we seek, 1,000 years ago if you had told them something which was illogical, they would do it. But human intellect has sparked in such a way on the planet today, more people can think for themselves than ever before. Whatever solutions we offer, if it does not make logical sense, most human beings cannot involve themselves in that process. This is where yoga comes in, a scientific approach to human well-being. So this process is on in a big way. The floodgates of the world have been opened. Now really daunting work ahead of us. I hope everybody, every one of us will stand up to this occasion and fulfill this great responsibility that's been placed in our hands, the privilege of being able to raise human consciousness, the privilege of being able to make a huge difference in the world.
The root sounds for this complex amalgamation of sounds are a, u and m. Without employing your tongue, you would be able to make only these three sounds, a, vu and ma. By placing your tongue in different positions within the cavity of your mouth, you get to mix these three sounds and produce all the other sounds. A, vu and m are the basis of all the other sounds that you can utter. They are referred to as the basic sounds or the universal sounds. If you utter these three sounds together, you get the sound Om. These are the only three sounds that the system can produce naturally. If you utter these three sounds carefully, different aspects of your body are activated and energized. You will notice if you utter the sound a, the reverberation starts just beneath the navel and will spread right across the body, because this is the only place where all the 72,000 nadis or pathways of energy meet and redistribute themselves. This is the maintenance center in the body. Uttering the sound a strengthens this. If you utter the sound oo, you will notice this point where the rib cage meets, just beneath that, there is a soft spot. The reverberations will flow from here and then move upward. If you utter the sound you will see the reverberations will start from the pit of your throat and generally spread to the upper regions of your body. Uttering these three sounds has innumerable benefits. If you are suffering from any psychological disturbances like excessive fear, nightmares or unstable mind or body, if your general constitution is weak, you tend to fall sick too often, particularly for children who have attention disorders, daily utterance of these sounds for a few minutes a day will make an enormous difference. Uttering of these three fundamental sounds activates the three lobes of your lungs separately, which in turn activates the three basic segments of the body, the lower, the middle and the upper, laying the necessary foundation for the pleasantness of your being or for a joyful existence. Sit in a cross-legged posture. Place your palms facing upward upon your thighs. Listen to the instructions carefully before you start the practice. Open your mouth wide enough and utter the sound completely exhaling into the sound. We'll do this 7 times. Then shape your lips in the form of a circle and utter the sound completely exhaling into the sound. We'll do this 7 times. Then, by closing your mouth, utter the sound You utter the sound 7 times. As you do this, notice where the reverberations are happening, in which region of the body. Sound A generates reverberations around your navel. Sound oo at the point where the rib cage meets, and sound will center around the pit of your throat. Now let us do it together. Keep your palms facing upward, your spine comfortably erect. Please close your eyes. Yoga for inner exploration, Shambhavi Mudra. In the history of humanity, many truly scintillating human beings have happened. They have shone brighter than the stars in the sky. But why is it that one seems to have come with enormous capability, and why is it another has to struggle with every little aspect of life? If you consider yourself to be a mechanism, you have a body and a mind. You may have a great body and a great mind, but what you call as grace is the lubrication. Without the necessary lubrication, you get stuck at every point. Any number of people like this are there on this planet, intelligent, capable, but at every corner in their life they get stuck because there is no lubrication. So it is important for a human being to have an element of grace in their lives. Shambhavi Mudra is a process that is like opening a window so that one becomes receptive to grace. Sit comfortably in a cross-legged posture. Keep your spine comfortably erect. We will hold Yoga Mudra. Make the thumb and the index finger come together at the very tips, forming a circle between them. Let the other three fingers be straight, all the four fingers together without any gap between them. Holding the mudra facing upwards upon your thigh, arms and shoulders should be loose and relaxed. Close your eyes and sit with a slightly upturned face. When you sit with your face slightly upturned, there is a natural focus between your eyebrows. Maintain this natural focus, do not concentrate, just maintain this natural focus between your eyebrows and sit with your face slightly upturned, eyes closed. The word yoga means union, union of all polarities, of masculine and feminine, yin and yang, individual and universal, Shiva, Shakti, right brain and left brain, or whatever else you may want to call them. To achieve this blessed union, the simplest form is the yoga of Namaskar. Putting the two hands together in alignment with each other at the level of your heart will bring you to a certain harmony between polarities within. That in turn brings a sense of being united with whoever or whatever the Namaskar is aimed at. In placing your hands together, the dualities of your likes and dislikes, your cravings and aversions are leveled out, and there is a certain oneness to the experience of who you are. For a few minutes every day, put your hands together in Namaskar, look upon someone or something that means much to you. Maybe the sun, the moon, the clouds, the empty sky, the trees, the rock, your husband, your wife, your child, your mother, father, or a picture that matters to you. Look at that someone or something with the highest level of emotion that you can generate. In an attitude of loving attention, hold Namaskar for 3 to 5 minutes. Your life will be on a transformational mode.
ભારતનો ભવ્ય યોગ વારસો આજે વિશ્વની રોજિંદી આદત બની ગઈ છે. પ્રધાનમંત્રી શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદી આપણા યોગને આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય સ્તરે લઈ ગયા અને વિશ્વએ કરી શરૂઆત 21 જૂનને યોગ દિવસ તરીકે ઉજવવાની. તો ગુજરાતીઓ આવો આ વિશ્વ યોગ દિવસ પહેલા ગુજરાતને યોગમય બનાવી દઈએ. યોગ કરીશું, કોરોનાને હરાવીશું. આવો મનાવીએ યોગ સપ્તાહ. તારીખ 15 થી 20 જૂન. આ 6 દિવસ દરમિયાન 6 અલગ અલગ પ્રેરણાદાયી વ્યક્તિત્વો કરશે પોતાના યોગ પરના અનુભવો પ્રદાન. 15 જૂન યોગ ગુરુ સ્વામી રામદેવ, 16 જૂન સપના વ્યાસ અને સમીર સિન્હા, 17 જૂન શ્રી શ્રી રવિશંકર, 18 જૂન રવિન્દ્ર જાડેજા અને ચેતેશ્વર પુજારા, 19 જૂન રોનક કામદાર અને એશા કંસારા, 20 જૂન સદગુરુ. આ સાથે આ 6 દિવસ દરમિયાન વિવિધ મહાનુભાવો ગુજરાતને આપશે પોતાના સંદેશ. આટલું જ નહીં, 17 જૂનના રોજ બાળકોને યોગના ફાયદા વિશે 18 જૂને વડીલોને યોગના ફાયદા વિશે અને 19 જૂને આયુષ મંત્રાલયના માર્ગદર્શન વિશેના 30-30 મિનિટના વિડીયોઝ વિવિધ સોશિયલ મીડિયા પ્લેટફોર્મ્સ પરથી લાઈવ દેખાડવામાં આવશે. આ યોગ સપ્તાહ દરમિયાન લોકો પણ જોશભેર જોડાઈ શકે તે માટે તેઓને પણ આમંત્રણ છે. 16 જૂનના રોજ હું કેમ યોગ કરું છું એ કારણ પ્લેકાર્ડ્સ પર લખીને તમે પણ સોશિયલ મીડિયા પર અપલોડ કરો અને યોગ સપ્તાહના ભાગ બનો. અને 19 જૂનના રોજ તમે તમારું ફેવરેટ આસન કરીને એના પિક્ચર્સ પણ ગર્વથી સોશિયલ મીડિયા પર અપલોડ કરો. યોગ સપ્તાહમાં વધુ ને વધુ લોકો જોડાય તે માટે વિવિધ રેડિયો સ્ટેશન્સ પર વિશેષ યોગ એમ્બેસેડર આરજેસ પણ યોગ વિશેની રસપ્રદ ચર્ચાઓ કરશે. અને 21મી જૂન એટલે કે આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય યોગ દિને તમારા પરિવાર સાથે યોગા એટ હોમનો પ્રયોગ જરૂર કરજો. કેવી રીતે યોગ તેમના જીવનમાં મદદરૂપ થાય છે, કેવી રીતે યોગ કોરોના સામે લડવાની શક્તિ આપે છે, કેમ યોગને રોજિંદી આદત બનાવવી જોઈએ, આ બધા સવાલોના જવાબ તમને લઈ જશે યોગની અદ્ભુત દુનિયા તરફ. આવો કરીએ યોગ સાથે નવી ઊર્જાનો સંચાર. આવો ઉજવીએ યોગ સપ્તાહ. યોગ કરીશું, કોરોનાને હરાવીશું.